In the year 1099, beneath a blood-red moon, a band of Crusaders trudged through the shadowed wastes beyond Jerusalem's freshly conquered walls. Sir Baldwin of Tyre led them, 20 gaunt men, their armor dented, cloaks tattered from months of siege. They sought a relic, whispered to be Christ's own chalice, hidden in a forsaken monastery deep in the desert. The Saracen prisoners they'd tortured spoke of it with trembling lips, calling it the cup of the thirsting god. Baldwin, pious but greedy, believed it would grant him divine favor and earthly wealth. The monastery appeared at dusk, its spires jagged like broken teeth against the horizon. No birds sang. The air felt thick, as if the desert itself exhaled dread. The Crusaders entered, swords drawn, expecting bandits or traps. Instead, they found silence. The halls were vast, carved with strange sigils that seemed to writhe in the torchlight. Dust coated the floors, undisturbed by footprints, yet Baldwin swore he heard whispers, soft, like prayers spoken backward. In the crypt, they found the chalice. It sat on a stone altar, simple but gleaming, its silver unmarred by time. The air grew colder as Baldwin approached. His squire, young Thomas, clutched his rosary, muttering that the shadows moved. Baldwin ignored him, lifting the cup. It was heavier than it looked, and warm, as if it pulsed. "A miracle," he declared, though his voice wavered. That night, they camped within the monastery's walls, too weary to march back. Baldwin kept the chalice close, refusing to let others touch it. As the fire dimmed, the whispers grew louder. Thomas woke screaming, claiming he saw faces in the dark, pale, eyeless, with mouths like open wounds. The others dismissed it as fevered dreams, but no one slept. By dawn, Thomas was gone. His bedroll lay empty, his rosary snapped, beads scattered like teeth. The Crusaders searched the monastery, finding no trace. Baldwin, clutching the chalice tighter, insisted they press on. But the desert seemed changed. The sun burned hotter, the sand shifted underfoot, and their waterskins emptied faster than they should. At night, the whispers returned, now forming words. Drink, offer, thirst. On the third day, Sir Guy, a grizzled knight, vanished. They found only his helm, half buried in the sand, filled with blood that stank of rot. Panic set in. The men accused Baldwin of blasphemy, saying the chalice was cursed. He shouted them down, eyes wild, claiming it was a test of faith. But that night, as he slept, the chalice slipped from his grasp. When he woke, it was filled with dark, viscous liquid. He swore it wasn't there before. "God's blood," he whispered, raising it to his lips. The men watched, horrified, as he drank. His face twisted, not in pain, but ecstasy. "I see him," Baldwin rasped, blood trickling from his eyes. Then he lunged at the nearest man, Sir Roland, tearing at his throat with his teeth. Chaos erupted. The Crusaders fought each other in the dark, swords flashing, screams mingling with the whispers. Some fled into the desert, only to be swallowed by the dunes. By morning, only Baldwin remained, kneeling amid the corpses. The chalice sat before him, brimming with blood that never spilled. He no longer spoke, only stared, smiling as the sigils from the monastery crawled across his skin like veins. The desert reclaimed the camp, burying the dead in sand. Baldwin stayed, unmoving, a sentinel for the chalice. Years later, travelers spoke of a lone knight in the wastes, his armor rusted, his face hidden. They said he guarded a cursed cup, offering it to the lost, whispering, "Drink, offer, thirst." Those who took it were never seen again, but their screams echoed across the dunes, joining the chorus of the thirsting god.